Hello from Vienna, my hometown. I'm back from my world travel for mostly more than 2 months, and I'm greeting you from the wonderful autumn and picturesque Schlosspark Schönbrunn, the Imperial Palace Park. It is a wonderful place to have a walk, have a stroll with your friends and loved ones. And let me show you a bit around. Look at this beautiful way. And you can hear the nice sound of the leaves. It is a very, very beautiful place. And that goes for everything in Vienna. Vienna is one of the most prettiest cities I know, and I've been to a lot of places in my life, in Europe, outside of Europe. But Vienna has one specific thing that is very different to other places. It has the most unfriendly people, at least in Europe, maybe one of the most unfriendly people of the world. And there are also some studies, some surveys who claim the same, who say that, yeah, Vienna, unfortunately, is not the friendliest city to tell it like that. And I think that always, of course, you have two sides of the coin, and it could be also different. Let me stop my speech and show you this wonderful, beautiful, picturesque little way back to the Schönbrunn Palace. So I think that Vienna is a very, very beautiful place, and you have a lot of studies and surveys who show that. For example, when we talk about quality of life, Vienna always is at the top, and the last 5, 6 years it was even at the number one of whole above cities like Auckland, New Zealand, Copenhagen, Denmark. Vienna always takes the top one, so it's a very, very nice and livable city. You have a good infrastructure, you have a very lovely green nature park environment in the whole city area. Public transport is very good. The housing prices are quite okay if you compare it to German cities like Munich and Hamburg or other cities. So on many points Vienna is very good. But at the same time, look at this wonderful alley. It has the unfriendliest people of, I don't know, maybe at least Europe. And I don't know where this stems from. I don't know where this comes from. If it's maybe the connection to the good quality of life, that people get more arrogant or more snobby or more unfriendly. But you can hear it from a lot of expats who live here, and other people who has the same experience. They say that, hey, I love to be here in Vienna, but the energy of the people is not so good. Mostly people are quite unfriendly. You cannot bond with them easily, especially real Viennese who live in Vienna and are from Vienna are very hard to understand. It's hard to make like real close friends with. And I had the same experience as an Austrian. I live here my whole life, and of course, I have a lot of Austrian and Viennese friends, but I usually bond with people who are into international groups or have like traveled a lot or have like an international mindset. And but the most people in Austria and Vienna, they usually stay in their groups and they just do regular things. Also, if you look at the political landscape, you can see a bit of that in the political parties, the far right, sometimes extreme right, uh, FPÖ, for example, 29%. And I think that some of these unfriendliness maybe comes also from the old history of Austria, where Austria lost several wars, and in conclusion to that, a lot of land. So Austria was bigger before, for example, when it was the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. So I think maybe this is an explanation of the why, but it is true. You can live here, you can have a good life, you can have a very high quality of life, but at the same time, you um, usually conquer or encounter uh, screaming people, unfriendly people, shouting people, people who say swear words a lot, people who go against you, even like on little things when you take the metro station and you don't stay on the left side, you don't stay on the right side, you stay on the left side, they scream at you. I once saw it many times, but I once saw that one guy from, I don't know, Japan. He was just landed in Vienna, and he didn't understand German, of course, and he was in the metro station, and people shouted at him that he should go away from that entrance area, but he has no idea that he's doing something wrong. So this is also like a classical Viennese energy. And my friends and also my expats friends always tell me the same sentence. They say when they do a travel, they come back to Vienna, they land at the airport or they come to the railway station, they're always like, oh shit, I'm back in Vienna now. uh, and there is even this very famous old traditional song called Vienna without Viennese. So it has some, I would say, real truth in it. And also there are some other YouTubers who did already like a survey with people, and Vienna is it's a wonderful place. In conclusion, you should really definitely come here to check it out. It's a beautiful, beautiful place with a lot of things to do and to see, and very calm, very family friendly, very uh, tranquille, to say it like that. But at the same time, you have to be careful with who you bond, and I think you will have it harder than in other places to make friends and bond, or even like have random conversations, because people are a bit like, I don't know, they have like a bit of like a reserved thing. They are like a bit more reserved, and sometimes even anxiety maybe too. So you have to break through that and try your best. And if you do, of course, you will attract people who will like you, and you will have like a lot of friends in Vienna too, of course. But you have to like work harder when you are an expat in, I don't know, Ho Chi Minh City, in Vietnam, in Asia, in Latin America, somewhere, Africa, even Russia. I think you have it way easier because to connect with the local people, because you can connect with expats everywhere. So I think that is the main difference between Vienna and the other places. So keep that in mind when you travel, or you wanna especially stay longer, live here. That Vienna indeed is not the friendliest city, but still very worth it to check it out and to see if you can match with the energy of this city, if you like the city. In my opinion, it is a bit of a boring city, and it's not much populated, so it can easily be that you feel bored when you come from a big city like Moscow, London, Berlin, I don't know where. But at the same time, it has also its positive sides, so you should check it out for yourself. These are my 2 cents about my hometown. Enjoy it.